Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the Calisthenic Hub. I got Daniel all the way from the UK. You know, it's going to be an amazing thing right now. We're going to do a great interview. And Daniel, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from? How old are you?
So I'm Polish. I'm currently 33. That's going to change next year. I'm going to be 34, obviously.
Okay.
I'm a personal trainer. I'm training here in London, North London. I lead small calisthenics group. Currently outside because of the COVID. We cannot go back to the gym.
Yeah.
I train people in the gym and outdoors as well.
That's awesome, man.
I started calisthenics around 4 years ago.
4 years ago, huh?
4 years ago. Previously, I've done some mixed martial arts. I've done some powerlifting for a while. So I've been experimenting with everything a little bit just to get the knowledge, take the principles.
Overall, how long have you been into fitness in general? Because martial arts is a discipline within itself. And powerlifting is, you know, you get stronger through doing so much powerlifting. I have friends who do some powerlifting in the past. But yeah, tell me how long overall. You said calisthenics 4 years, but your fitness journey overall has been longer.
So let's say overall it's gonna be 6 years in total, with 2 years break in between. So when I finished with the martial arts, I had 2 years break.
Right.
So I literally started going back to the gym, lifting weights totally from scratch.
Gotcha.
And then I came across the video on a YouTube of Chris Heria teaching the guy my size doing a muscle up. I was like, oh fuck yeah, 6 months, I want to do it.
Yeah, I saw him. He was one of the dudes that I saw on YouTube in the beginning of my journey as well. Him and many others, man. Many others. Like, you know, they're really amazing athletes. A lot of us on YouTube, you know, it's great. It's great. So he was one of your inspirations, or just the fact that he was a big dude was able to do a muscle up? Was that an inspiration, or what was your inspiration? Matter of fact, Danny, tell us.
It was Chris Heria in the beginning.
Okay.
It was because of him, because of he's very charismatic.
Yes.
So the way he speaks, just pursued me further and further into it.
Yeah, he's like I said, man. On YouTube, he's great, man, and you know his video editing and everything. He's a great athlete. And very impressive on the stuff that he can do. That's awesome, man. So when you first started your journey, you know, what did you find extremely difficult with calisthenics?
Freaking everything.
Yeah.
Bro, I went to the gym. I was in the gym already for like 3 months. Yeah, because my comeback to fitness was a New Year's resolution.
Sure.
So I came back to the gym. I came back to the
hiatus,
gym
right?
For 3 months. I just lift weights. Right. Then I came across that video. I was like, oh, let me try some shit that he recommends for beginners.
Right.
I've done some reverse crunches on a dip bar. I remember. Oh my fucking god, my abs were in pain for 3 days, man.
I could imagine. I did one of his workouts. They're extreme.
Yeah, same as us. I downloaded his app and I went through beginner routine. Like, this is not a fucking beginner routine.
No, it's not.
I just dump everything he preach.
Yeah.
And I just figured out stuff myself.
You know what? So I guess in the beginning, you know, there was not much knowledge that you knew, right? There was not much based on your experience with calisthenics. There wasn't much. What kept you going? Like, what was during the tough days? Because, you know, we all have in the beginning those tough days.
I already told you, my man. 6 months muscle up. I want to get it.
So you had that goal. You had that goal.
6 months. I got my first one. It was shit. It looked disgusting.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got it. That was my goal.
That was awesome. So the goal was your biggest motivator. That's amazing, Daniel. That's amazing. So how is your training now? You know, now you've already got 4 years of training calisthenics. How is your training now? You mentioned in the beginning there was not much structure. You didn't know anything. You know, how is it different from then?
So obviously now I learn I'm a trainer, right?
Right.
So I learn all of these basics of how to structure the workout, why you need rest, and tarala, which sometimes still rest is like put aside because I still want to do some stuff.
So you're constantly practicing some skills. Hey, I don't blame you. I do handstand drills every day, 7 days a week, because I want to practice the handstand. I want to accomplish it. So I agree with you, even though we should rest. So guys, just rest if you rest. If your body tells you to rest, rest. Wouldn't you agree, Daniel? You listen to your body?
Yeah, literally. Oh man, today I'm in pain. My joints are screaming.
Yeah, yeah.
So there was no structure in the beginning, but then I obviously learned, and I started developing that knowledge of what works, what not.
Gotcha.
Then I decided to get the mobility certification.
Okay.
So I went through that. I took a stop from training. I learned a little bit about mobility and stuff like that. So I just literally focused for 1 month. I just work on my shoulders and hips, which was the best thing in the world you can do for yourself. Just stop everything.
Your training, the mobility.
Yeah, because now I don't have to do it so much, because now it's just a maintenance. It's still a lot of work that needs to be put on.
Absolutely.
But I'm just happy with what I have now.
That makes sense.
So the other thing is, then I decided, like, oh, let me try powerlifting. I just wanted to know principles.
Right.
So the principles are similar, grease the groove, yeah? That's how it's called.
Yep.
Yeah. So the principles are the same, but you don't train every day. You don't train every day because there are some heavy lifts, but you're aiming to how's it called? Replicate the same movement patterns as often as possible. So I don't see you squatting 80 kg for 20 reps every day for 10 sets, right?
Right.
That's a killer.
Yeah, that is.
So you obviously need some recovery from that.
Absolutely, and that brings me to my next segment, right? So recovery is big, right? Like, do you structure your training first for skills and then strength, and then you put rest time into it, or how is it that you structure? Because you must have already a regimen of how you do your things.
So my first bit of the workout is usually 2 exercises.
Okay.
With 7 minutes rest after the first one.
Okay.
So obviously the rest you should point out to you that this is a skill exercise, right? So for example, handstand push-up. I do singles or doubles.
Okay.
10 on the stopwatch at 3.5 minute mark.
Got it.
I do the second exercise, which is usually opposite movement pattern. So if I'm pushing, then I'm gonna be pulling, right? So it's gonna be front lever.
Okay, gotcha.
Front lever, half lay negatives.
So you practice on 2 skills in the beginning, and then you go on to the fundamental, which is the dips, or if it's a push day or it's a pull day, whatever. Okay, so I
do full body.
Full body.
Usually push. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. So you do full body like 4 days a week, 5 days a week?
Oh, it depends.
Just whatever.
It really depends. I train when I can. My schedule is so tight. Like when you ask me, the only time I have to do something like that is over the weekend.
That makes sense.
You're actually lucky because my girlfriend is working today. Otherwise, I would be away.
Well,
with her.
Hey man, thank you. I appreciate your time, brother. Definitely do.
No worries.
So do you do any freestyle as well? Like any dynamics, any 360s, any 180s?
No, my man. I'm 100 kg.
Hey, I've seen people do it, man. I've seen people.
I know. But the effort you need to put in to strengthen the joints and everything.
And also, there's a huge risk of injury too. Huge risk of injury.
That's the other thing.
So reward over injury over risk. Like you got to weigh out
risk and reward. Yeah, it doesn't make sense for me. I'll do some easy stuff, like just a spin, and I'm trying to regrab the bar. Yeah, so that's the only thing that I'm trying to get next.
Okay.
Well, like spin is forward rolls, backward rolls, some jumping on a bar and stuff like that. Yeah. That's fine. No, it's not like crazy combos. But
I understand. But you do some dynamic combos here and there.
Yeah.
Okay. Like I see your Instagram page, man. You're a pretty big guy, so I was wondering if you actually did that. I haven't really seen so much, but that's awesome, man. The fact that you're actually working towards that, and this guy is good, so be sure to follow him on his Instagram, guys. What's your favorite exercise, Daniel? And what's your least favorite?
What's my what? Sorry.
What is your most favorite exercise, and what is your least favorite?
So that's a tricky question, because for like until the beginning of the year, I wasn't a big fan of muscle ups. I was like, I achieved that in the beginning, and I was like, the reward from it it's like a burpee.
Okay.
Muscle up is like a burpee, right?
Okay, I can see that.
There's not much work on your pull, not much work on your strength, on your push.
Okay.
Right? Because you're getting tired because you're combining both of them. It's same like a burpee. You just fucking jump around and make your heart blow up.
Right. Elevate your heart rate. Yeah.
My mindset switch when I took out the rings and I was like, okay, there's a lockdown. I have so much fucking time on my hand. I'm just gonna hang the rings and I'm gonna make my ring muscle up.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Okay. Yeah, master it.
That's when it switched, and I was like, okay, now I'm gonna clean it up by muscle up. Until 3 months ago, burpee was one of my hated exercises. Because I was like, no, I used to do them a lot, but then I start hating any type of cardio. It's that powerlifting mindset got into me, you know?
That makes sense.
And I was like, no, something needs to change. So I decided to jump on an Iron Wolf challenge. I don't know if you've seen it. There was like 31 days of 100 burpees a day at least.
Jeez.
There was like 7 of us doing it together just for accountability and stuff like that.
Okay.
That was crazy. One day we've done 500 burpees, one go, with the breaks on, with the short breaks on the 50s.
Ouch.
Yeah, that was a nightmare.
That's
1 hour.
That's
1 hour of burpees.
That's probably brutal, man. I'm not sure how I would feel afterward, man. It's pretty intense.
Man, I was buzzing for 2 days.
I can only imagine, man. The soreness. So for recovery, did you do like any cold baths, any like salt baths, or did you just like sleep it off?
Nah.
Just sleep it off?
No, just eat.
Eat and
sleep, yeah.
Okay.
I have this comfort because I'm working for myself.
Of course.
I have this comfort that I can come home and have a 2-hour nap during a day.
Okay, so you have
which
that.
I take opportunity always. They are blessings. If someone can, from your listeners, subscribers,
yes,
you can nap during a day.
You know, you actually say that the science say that you become more productive when you take a nap, short naps between your day, and you become more productive. So I agree with you, man. Like on my weekends when I am able to nap, I for some reason wake up with way more energy. So I like to train in the morning, and I definitely wake up with way more energy after my nap. And honestly, I go straight into handstands sometimes. It's a journey. It's just like planche is a journey for me. So are you working on any skills currently? I know you said you were cleaning up your muscle up, but any particular skill?
So I finally decided, because me and planche has a hate and love relationship. It's like we love each other for a few weeks and then we split for like a year.
Yeah.
So I hired myself a coach.
Okay.
Finally, to keep me accountable for that. I currently don't work with him. He wrote the program for me to build it up for it. And I keep practicing the exercises for a planche now. So that's now like good 2 months. So that's literally a record time ever focused on that for that long.
Nice.
And that dreaded front lever, because I had a front lever before, like when I was 92 kg or something like that. I had a front lever before, but because before lockdown, when I came into the lockdown, I was 110. So obviously the 1 kg, it makes a lot of difference.
A huge difference.
How about if you put 10?
Yeah.
So
I'm
trying to get now to the level where my front lever is decent at 100 kg.
Okay.
So it takes a while to develop that. I have a nice straddle for a good few seconds. So it's just now to cement that and make it longer.
I mean, you're a heavy guy, man. I admire your dedication to the sport. You know, the bigger you are, the harder things are. So do you ever decide to do a shredding diet, or, you know, do you do anything like that?
I just had 3 donuts and 2 chocolate bars.
Yeah, so no shredding diet here. He just eats to make sure he's happy. And listen,
exactly.
That's great too. That's great too. I tell people, you know, a 6-pack is just revealed in the kitchen. You could always have a strong core. You know,
okay. I'll tell you something. I have a body type where I just dedicate and look what I eat for a week, and I've come out shredded as fuck.
I'm sure.
Then I'm also easy to put on weight. So I have no problem.
You
Yeah,
fluctuate
yeah,
easily.
yeah. I can easily manipulate that. I know my body so well now because I was one of these guys that, oh, I want to get shredded, I want to look nice.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That put me in such a fucking anxiety because sometimes you're stressing about your life and stuff like this, and then you're
And
trying to chase that physique. Like with my lifestyle, I don't have always time to prepare the food.
oh yeah,
I know I
meal
should
prep.
because I should be an example as a personal trainer, but that's the reality, mate.
You're a busy guy.
I'm starting working at 8. I
Okay,
go train clients to like 12.
right,
Then I have 2 hours to train myself.
right.
I come back home, maybe if I don't have any clients in the middle, take a shower, and then go again.
And then when do you have time for meal prep? It's rarely. You pretty much just cook on the go, or
Yeah,
now you eat out, right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
costs a fortune to eat on it
Uh,
from the shops instead of cooking.
absolutely, absolutely. And I'm sure now with COVID, it probably made things a little harder, or has that made it easier for
Something is
meals for
wrong
you?
with connection. I can't hear you, man.
Hey, can you hear me now?
No, it keeps freezing.
Keeps freezing.
I'm just checking if I'm not downloading anything by any means. Where is this one now? Everything is off.
Hey, you hear me out?
Sort of.
Oh man, I don't know what's happening. First time ever happening.
Yeah, my mate, you in the States. I'm in UK.
It happens, right? It is what it is, right? I mean, can you hear me now better? At least is it a little
Yeah,
better?
yeah, yeah. Now I can
Okay.
hear you. Now I can
Okay,
hear you.
perfect. We're back, guys. We're back. Sorry, we had some technical difficulties there with the internet. He's in the UK, I'm in the States, so there's definitely some lag there going on. But as you were saying, man, you just continue eating. Actually, no, it was COVID, right? We're talking about COVID. And
And
has that
again,
changed?
it's
Yeah, has it changed with meals or training? I know gyms are closed. But as far as like eating out, has that made it easier for you, harder for you?
to be fair, I wish gyms didn't open at all.
Business is good for you.
Yeah, it was fucking wicked. It's
Yeah,
still I'm getting a lot of people
good.
coming in because they
Right,
realize that they need to start doing something. And what if the gyms are gonna close again?
right.
That the COVID pushed people a lot into the calisthenics.
Movement. I agree with you,
So
man.
that's one thing. The other thing is I don't like to be bonded to someone's agenda,
Okay.
which is the gym agenda. So when you're working in a gym, you need to either pay rent or work the hours for them or pay the percentage, or you need to pay
Absolutely.
something. It's same like if you want to rent the building to run the shop or something, right?
Absolutely.
So that's what is
And yeah, no,
what
that
is
makes sense.
bothering me a lot. But
You
because
know,
I could save that time and do something much more productive than sitting in a gym and doing a shift.
yeah, and waiting for people to come in and yeah, that makes sense, man. That makes sense, Danny. Well, tell us now, like, what's your inspiration now? You're 4 years in, you're a trainer, you've accomplished a few skills already. You said muscle up, back lever, front lever, planche. It's a love and hate relationship. What's your motivation now? What keeps you going?
I just do it because of I do it.
Love it, I guess, right?
Yeah, it's just there.
It's just
It
there.
provides me with a lot of benefits.
Okay.
I want to be, when I grow up, when I grow old,
Yeah.
I want to be the fittest grandpa my grandchildren's
Grandkids. Yeah.
gonna have.
I agree with you, man. Maybe that grandpa doing muscle ups with them on top of you.
Yeah.
This is how you do weighted muscle ups. That's awesome, brother. Listen, that is a great thing to strive for. Calisthenics is something you can continue doing for longevity, and you're just gonna continue getting stronger as the longer you do it. So, more power to you, Daniel. I agree with you. How has calisthenics changed other areas of your life, and what has it improved for you? You
Oh
mentioned it
my
has
man,
helped.
the
Yeah,
people, community,
yeah.
the community. I don't know if you've seen the United Calisthenics group.
I'm gonna check them out. I haven't. Gonna check them
So
out.
that's group we started with the guys here from UK.
Okay.
Before lockdown, we were going and visiting. We were visiting each other across the whole country. So we've been Scotland, we've been north, east, south. So we've been literally meeting for short period of time, almost every month.
Right.
So we stick together now. We have a Facebook group as well. So that's growing nice.
That's awesome, man.
For United Kingdom, there's like over 1,000 members.
That's amazing.
Wow.
That's amazing. So you definitely see a huge community engagement with calisthenics.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. That's great. Do you feel like calisthenics has taught you anything such as like discipline and structure? Because as we know, to master some of these moves, you got to just keep at it and just got to have that motivation. Do you feel like it's taught you that in your life?
Not really. I've been before I started. I was always a hardworking person. So when I have this mentality that if I commit 150 or I don't commit at all.
Okay.
There's sometimes through my life there come ideas that I start and I don't finish. It's because at some point I'm deciding like this is not worth of my commitment.
Gotcha.
But calisthenics took me through better feeling about myself. That's literally what it is. Because I don't train to show off to anybody. I don't train to look nice or something. I just train for myself because it makes me feel better about myself.
Agreed, man. That's awesome, brother. That's awesome, Daniel. So, if you can go back in time when you first started calisthenics, what's something you would tell yourself, a piece of advice, 4 years ago, Daniel?
To be fair, hire yourself a coach. He just makes stuff easy. It's not even about the knowledge that the coach has, but just accountability.
Accountability, yeah. I agree with you, man.
It just keeps you like, oh, did you done this? No. Why did you didn't done it? And you have that honest, because if you lie to your coach, you're just lying to yourself, right?
Absolutely.
So that would be the best advice. The other advice would be just be patient and don't rush. Because at the point, I have a story about that. Because at the point when I was starting working towards handstand push-up, I wanted it so bad. So bad. I know calisthenics is very hard to injure yourself very seriously, unless you do something very stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Which at that time, for me, it was attempting the handstand push-up negatives.
Got it.
That fucked me over for like good 3 months. I couldn't move properly or pull or push above my head. I pulled the supraspinatus, I believe that was at that time.
Ouch.
I went to the negative, and I usually been holding. And that one day, I think that was too much. And
ouch.
I had a massive click. I was like, "Whoops!"
Ouch. So definitely, just be patient and
basics. Then add more basics, and on top of that, basics and sprinkle with the basics.
Listen, I honestly I agree with you, man. I don't stop doing push-ups. I don't stop doing pull-ups and dips. You know, I want to continue getting stronger, and as long as your fundamentals are strong, it leads and transfers to the actual skills that you want to learn. Do you agree?
Exactly. Yeah, my man. I never trained for fucking black back lever. I never trained for human flag. I can do both of them.
Look at that. You just train your core fundamentals, and then things just transfer.
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome. Daniel, man, that's a lot of motivation, bro. I love it. So let's talk about the future. What do you see yourself doing in the future with calisthenics? I know you're a trainer now. And you mentioned that right now business is going good. Do you see other projects? Do you see yourself maybe competing or not competing, or do you just continue doing this personal training thing? Talk to me. Talk to me about what you see.
So competing, that was my vision.
Okay.
In the beginning, but I hit the wall. The guy, when you see competitions, there is no guys on my size. Of my size, there's no guys with my size over there.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's not gonna happen. Then I learned more. I was like, no, I'm cutting out even that idea because that's no point. And I don't need to prove anyone what I can do.
Exactly. Just prove yourself.
Exactly. That's the one thing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So now I'm currently starting out Power Calisthenics Academy. Okay. I'm at the point where I'm building a website for it now.
Okay.
I literally published today a Facebook group. So if you search Power Calisthenics Academy, it's gonna be there. I'm gonna be doing some lives, some tips that they're not gonna be on a Instagram because of the 1 minute video and the longevity of that material over there.
Right. All right, man. I'll be sure to follow. I'll be sure to follow all your social medias and all your platforms, man. You know, this guy has a lot of great, amazing content. And Daniel, thank you again, man. One last question, if you don't mind. I think this is a really good question. If you can choose only one that has really helped you in calisthenics the most between the three, which one would it be? Discipline, motivation, or purpose?
Purpose.
Okay. Explain to me why purpose?
Motivation fades away.
Sure.
What was the first one? Remind me.
The discipline.
Discipline can be made.
Okay.
If you have the right purpose.
Dude, that was amazing. So guys, if you got a purpose, you'll find the motivation. Even when it fades, you still be disciplined enough because you'll build the discipline to make sure you succeed in your purpose and you achieve that goal. Dude, that's great advice for anybody. Thank you, Daniel.
Thank you very much for having me, my man.
Listen, I want to give you an opportunity to shout yourself out. Tell us your Instagram, your Facebook, your webpage that you're doing. Tell us what you're doing. Let us know.
So if you wish to follow me, go to the Instagram, go at power_Cali with C.
Yeah.
My other Instagram is Danny the Train 1 without R in the end.
Got it.
On Facebook, Power Calisthenics. Or Danny the Train 1 as well.
Gotcha.
If you wish to get some knowledge or something, you have any questions or something, feel free to message me. I'm always replying to all my followers. I'm not.
He's really good. He's really engaged.
Ignoring.
No, you're engaged with the community. You're engaged with the community, Daniel. I mean, I'm a nobody. I'm starting off right now, and he was able to do the interview with me. So again, thank you. I appreciate for your time.